house has more bush than my mom in the 80s. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 776 square feet, St. Pete, Florida, $345,000. There's no garage, but let's be honest, you don't need to keep your 2011 Toyota Camry safe. I feel like a 1950s housewife. I'm waiting on my husband to come in here and tell me why I shouldn't make as much money as him. This is where I'd mount my TV so I could re-watch Girls Gone Wild on repeat. What are you girls doing? Go back to class. Is it dangerous of me to wear a white blazer next to a glory hole? This home's 11 minutes away from St. Pete Beach, which means it's probably going to be waterfront property in 50 years. Damn, this bidet is really high up. I had flaming hot Cheetos for lunch. I should have went to college, and instead I'm filming myself making glory hole jokes. This is where I'm going to put all the men in my DMs. I have more subs in my comment section than a Jersey Mike's.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunset Rants, where we go over the news, rants, and deep dives to get you caught up at sunset. I'm AK, your favorite guy. Right next to me, we've got Tay. I know his camera's not working today, but he's got us. He's coming to us live from his basement. So we'll so hopefully he's doing all right down there. But yeah. Kind of a slow news day today, so we're going to kind of just go through it. A couple of updates. Obviously, you guys know about Nancy Guthrie and her mother funding bills going on. We even got something about Shamwow guy. Tay, I think you're feeding back a little bit.
He's still around. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he's still around. But we're going to go ahead and get into that. But before we do, please go to riseofmiddleamerica.com and look at our myriad of shows. We've got news, we've got culture shows, we've got sports shows. We've got everything for all your needs. You know, the upper right-hand corner of the page, we've got all of our socials, and down at the bottom, you can help us out by making a monetary contribution. We've got a PayPal there. We also have a link to our merch. So like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit us up there. So let's go ahead and get started. And this is from ABC News. Nancy Guthrie abduction, new timeline emerges in mysterious disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mom. So I got that backwards. Sorry. Okay. So it was Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie, not the other way around. All right. So, or Guthrie, I think is how you say it. Authorities on Thursday release a more detailed timeline surrounding the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie, who investigators say appears to have been kidnapped from her Tucson, Arizona home.
Holy shit.
Here's a timeline of the mysterious case. So Saturday, January 31st, 5:32 p.m., Nancy took an Uber to her daughter's home for dinner. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nano said, and investigators have spoken with the Uber driver. He said Nancy was dropped off at her home with her family. Her garage door opened at approximately 9:48 p.m. and her garage door closed at 9:50. Let's see, Sunday, February 1st. Investigators believe Nancy was abducted in her sleep early Sunday morning. According to the sheriff's department, Nancy's doorbell camera disconnected At 2:12 a.m., the camera software detected a person on camera, but no video is available. Quote, they had no subscription and therefore it would rewrite itself, kind of. It just kind of loops and covers up. That's what our analysis team had told us. We're not done with that. The sheriff said there were multiple cameras at the home. Nancy's peacemaker app disconnected from her phone. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a very sad situation. I know Kash Patel was on the ground there. Trump had some words about it. I mean, the politics aside, this is awful. This is absolutely awful.
So why do you think she would get abducted? Get abducted?
I don't know. I mean, I can see now that there's going to be a bunch of conspiracies coming out there. Like, guys, just wait till all the information comes out. All right, because so many people are so jumpy right now with all the things going on in the news, and they want to go ahead and draw their own conclusions. But I mean, this might have just been an actual crime. Like, just somebody randomly was like, "Hey, you know what? I need to get some money. I need to do something." I mean, there's no way of knowing what the motives are, but it's clear that something is going on, and there's not really a lot of information about it. There really isn't. I mean, I've been trying to look up things here or there. Like, I've seen some photos of, I think there was a journalist that actually got onto the property. I don't know how they did. I don't know if it was real or not, but said they walked up to the front door and they saw blood on the ground and a bunch of stuff. And it, like, again, we don't know, right? We really don't know what's going on, but apparently there is somebody that is in custody that was involved. So the FBI, Kash Patel, should probably give us some kind of update on that soon. So, Tay, are you still with us?
Yeah, you don't hear me?
Okay, there you are. I hear you now.
Okay.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you're
I was like, hopefully, everything's okay with her or wherever she is. It's like,
right. Let's see what else we got here. 11 a.m. Someone who attends a church with Nancy called the family report that she never made it to services. 11:56. Relatives responded to Nancy's home and discovered she was missing. Family called 911. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else other than that. But I hope she's fine. I hope that she finds her way home back to her family.
yeah.
I mean, this has got to be devastating. I'm pretty sure Savannah's probably not going to be at work.
Yeah, I've never even seen the show or anything like that. So
yeah, I mean, I've seen her face. I know who she is. And when you're in the journalism circles, I mean, it's really not that big, right? So
yeah.
I've never met her, but I've definitely seen her. I've seen her in on different shows and whatnot, and she has a show there on CBS. But I hope she just takes the time off and just gets this all figured out. And I'm not expecting worse, but I'm definitely hoping for the best. I hope she's found and is safe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'd be awful to, do the opposite of hope for the best.
Right. All right. So let's move on to, I believe this is again CBS News. Trump signs funding bill to end shutdown after package clears the House. So what to know about the partial government shutdown? President Trump signed a massive funding bill to end the partial government shutdown on Tuesday, bringing an end to a standoff after 4 days with the new fight over immigration on the horizon. The House voted earlier in the day to approve the package by a vote of 217 to 214, with 21 Republicans and 21 Democrats crossing the aisle. Getting the bill across the finish line presented some challenges earlier in the day for Speaker Mike Johnson, who ultimately convinced a handful of GOP holdouts to advance the measure for a final vote. The legislation includes 5 full 5 full year spending bills and 2-week extension on funding to the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats are demanding reforms on how immigration enforcement agencies like ICE conduct their operations, an issue that will now become the focus of negotiations on Capitol Hill. DHS funding will expire on February 14th without further action. However, the immigration agencies won't be affected by another lapse since they received a separate influx of money last year. I thought ICE was funded all the way until like 2029 or something like that.
I'm not entirely too sure.
Yeah, I I thought. I mean, it could be ICE or it could be I'm not sure which one it's. Well, it's definitely not DHS.
Yeah.
But, I thought that the ICE was funded for a couple of years.
Yeah, but they're just pulling it, I guess. It's unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of things happened over the last couple of weeks. All right, regardless of what side you're on, it's just I can see why this is happening, but you also have to understand that there's a massive mandate by the American people. Like, I've never seen this many Americans over the past 20, 30 years be on the same page. Like, I honestly didn't even expect that, or they probably didn't expect it. They probably didn't expect as many people to be on the same page and wanting the same things as they did now.
No, absolutely. You know what to think, because everyone will have like different flavor of what they find is important, but you know, everyone's saying the same thing. You know, there's something going on.
Right. And on top of that, I think people have started to figure out that there's an intentional push to divide all of us, and we're not falling for it.
Yeah, I feel a lot of people are like completely over it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like everyone's seen it at a certain point, and everyone's just like, nah, this is lame. Don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Yeah, and we also got here. Yeah, so we also got the OMB directs agencies to reopen in prompt and orderly manner. The Office of Management and Budget directed agencies and departments to begin reopening now that Mr. Trump has signed the funding package. President Trump signed H.R. 7148, Consolidated Appropriations Act 2026, which ends the partial shutdown, brings employees back to work, reopens all affected government functions, at the memo, which is signed by OMB Director Russ Vaught. Now, I don't know why they don't just have a basic government funding bill where it just funds the government entities and that's it, right? Why does there have to be other things added into this? I'll even go as far to say as the what is it called? The SAVE Act.
Yeah.
Right. Do that separately and just fund the government. Say, hey, this is how much we need. This is what we've got. And this is what we need to run off of. Right. Like, there's no need to add a whole bunch of stuff in there. And I think people are starting to figure that out.
Yeah. Like, because there's going to be, they use it all in one thing. Because, like, you know, I've seen it on both sides where they'll write this one thing and they'll have like completely irrelevant things like funded into it. And they both sides know this, but they'll put everything all in one thing. So that way they can, you know, kind of weasel some other things that they got going on. Now, would it make sense just to do one thing at a time? Absolutely.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, some things you can kind of package together, right? A bunch of smaller bills or whatnot, but those are easy because everybody can read them in the appropriate amount of time and then be able to make their decisions. But when you attach them to, you know, critical infrastructure for our federal government, it's almost like they're doing it on purpose just to force the other side's hand. And I get it. It's politics, right? Yeah. But people are pretty much sick and tired of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Like we know that that's the goal, but I think we're at a point in time where the American people have spoken. They want these things done on their own. Each one of these big bills or these acts or whatever they're trying to pass, do it on your own, right? Like, don't waste our time and waste our money, because even though the government is shut down, we're still paying taxes. MFers.
Yeah.
Right. So
the money's still coming out either way.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's probably how they're able to give back pay and stuff for certain agencies.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
But also, like, it would just take. Or if they just do it also just as far as just like consolidation through time. Because if you had all this stuff and then it's like, all right, order of business, this one specific thing. But when you have all these individual one specific things, like how long would it take for things to actually get done?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, to be addressed. Excuse me, to be addressed.
Right. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to NBC News. An angel resembling Italy's premier is painted over after an outcry.
Huh?
So this is in Rome, so call it divine intervention or maybe just a hasty fix job to put an end to days of speculation and scandal. But the end result is that the angel Meloni is no more. A painting of a cherub with a face bearing the remarkable resemblance to Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni had attracted large crowds to the Basilica of San Lorenzo in Lucina. I think I said all of that correctly.
Yeah.
One of the oldest basilicas in Rome. The angel face was gone when the church opened its doors Wednesday. The cherub's body remains, but the face was erased with a sloppy slab of paint or plaster.
How would they go do that?
Yeah. I think there's a photo down there if you can show them, Brian, what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, like the paintings there are like 500-600 years old, probably even older.
Yeah, so it's like, why would they do that?
Yeah. Well, because we've got stupid people on the earth now.
Yeah. Nope. You're 100% correct.
Right.
Honest too.
Yeah, Brian said that he doesn't think that's the one. But La Repubblica newspaper, which broke the story on Saturday when it published a Meloni esque angel on the front page, said the restorer responsible for making the Meloni cherub had covered it up overnight at the request of the church authorities. Restorer Bruno Valentinetti admitted on paper that he had styled the angel on Meloni, but did not say why. Let's see. What's that? Diocese, the Italian culture, Italian culture ministry have both launched investigations after the image of the cherub was first published. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked that a lot of these paintings have survived as long as they have.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The original painting only dated from 2000. So it wasn't a matter of damage to the church's historic. What's it?
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah.
Brian, did you give me this article so I could stumble over my words?
He's like, yeah.
All of these like Italian phrases or whatnot. My tongue's not small enough for that. All right. I'm just messing with you. I love you, Brian. Yeah, but I'm not sure if they're trying to say that this was vandalism or whatnot, but over the past 20 years, there's been a lot of vandalism on historic art and artifacts.
Yeah. I don't think it was vandalism. Now, why that the church had requested for it? It didn't say, did it? It just said that they requested the guy to cover it. But what? But why is the thing?
Right. I mean, again, it makes you really want to think about, are these artifacts and are these paintings that important to keep, or should they have better security protocols?
Yeah.
Because I know I remember the first time I saw the Mona Lisa. Like I went in and I thought it was going to be this grandioso photo, and the thing was like this big. I was like, "Are you serious?"
It's not a very what do you say? Impressive in size by any means. It's like just,
No, it's not. It's not. And like you can only see it from like 10 feet away. They don't even let you go near it.
well, yeah, because you always have like those freaking hippies that like try to vandalize it, like we were just saying, when people always don't doing that to art and trying to make a statement. But it's like, why would you destroy art for something silly?
Well, I mean, we call it silly. They think it's, saving the earth or whatever whatever
Yep.
they pull out of their deck of cards that day. But
What am I gonna be upset about today?
yeah. But what can you do? All
Mhm.
right, let's go ahead and move on to the Hill. This one's got a very interesting story. Shamwow guy is back, and he's running for Texas House seat. All right.
I thought Brandon Herrera was.
I think he is too. I mean, I know he ran last time, and he lost by what, like 500 votes?
Yeah, something tiny. He's got a pretty solid chance now.
What is he? I think he's El Paso, isn't he? He's like that whole tip of Texas, all the way out in the west.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I think that's what he is. So, offer Vince Shalomi, commonly known as the Shamwow guy, after a series of towels infomercials, is running for a House seat in Texas with a pitch to soak up the swamp. Yes, I love it.
Genius.
I love it. The soak up the swamp, according to primary filing information from the Texas House GOP. Shalomi, a former fixture on American infomercials where he hawked Shamwow towels, which he touted for the absorbency and the ability to be used on different surfaces, is running for Texas 31st Congressional District, currently represented by GOP Representative John Carter. The Federal Election Commission, or the FEC, does not yet have the candidate filing listed for him. Shalomi, whose name is listed in the Texas GOP filing database as offer Vince Shamwow, Shalomi told Fox News Digital in an interview published on Sunday that he was compelled to make a congressional bid to destroy wokeism and in honor of the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The Shamwow salesman joins a group of Republicans looking to primary Carter, who handily beat his primary challenger last year by more than 50 points in a House seat that currently resides in the northern suburbs of Austin. Ooh, this is
Austin is like as liberal as it gets in the South. So
yeah. I mean, it's basically San Francisco of the South.
it is.
What it is. Infomercial salesman was charged in 2009 with felony aggravated battery following a physical altercation with a woman. Neither were ultimately charged. People understand you make mistakes in life. Let's see what else he said. Hopefully I won't make another mistake, he told the network. Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't even know he was charged with something. I mean,
Yeah, he got arrested for like cocaine and prostitution or some shit.
no, they were careful not to add that in here.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like if maybe it's just like a fever memory of it, but I think it was something along those lines. I'm open to be wrong, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why he'd be running because, everybody's trying to get on the coattails of Trump, be, kind of like this populist movement.
Yeah.
So he has a face. Everybody knows who he is, or at least most of America, if you're over the age of 30.
Yeah, everyone knows it. Definitely. I actually had one. I enjoyed it. I used to use it to wash my cars.
Yeah, I didn't. I used to have one of those. What is it called? Remember the infomercial for the car wash thing? It was like it looked like an AR-15 almost, but you stuck the soap underneath on the bottom, and it slowly brought itself out while you washed your car. I used to have one of those. Those are pretty nice.
I wouldn't mind one of those. That'd be actually pretty good to get.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't clean worth shit, but it was cool to hook up to your hose and get all the dirt and stuff whatever dirt it could.
Yeah.
But but no, it was nice. It's good to see that there are new faces that are starting to come in, right? Because if you really think about it, the old guard is starting to falter.
Mhm.
And and it's time for some fresh blood to get in with some new ideas.
I look at that. Hardy says Vince is running for District 31, Brandon for his District 23.
Ah,
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
there you go. Yeah. So, I kind of want to know if we can start bringing in a lot of these races, a lot of these new people. Maybe once a week we can have a segment on an episode where we start talking about a lot of the new faces that are coming in and running for Congress. I mean, it doesn't have to be just Congress. I mean, it could be the Senate. It can be a specific race, in a state or a county.
Mhm.
Either way, and start informing people about
That wouldn't be a bad idea because, even if someone is running, a lot of times people won't even know if someone's running, in the area.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is in the Discord, which, by the way, if you go to riseofmiddleamerica.com, our Discord's in the upper right-hand corner. You just click on that, jump on in. What I'll do for you guys is I'll create a new thread, or maybe a text chat for information on the upcoming election, right? Because we used to have the Election USA for 2024. That channel was off the chain. So maybe we can start something up for primary 2026, and
That'd be interesting.
yeah, and get some good ideas. And maybe you'll pull some articles from there and see what's going on in local communities. Because at this point, I mean, Congress is going to Congress, but the local communities is where it's at.
Yeah, that's the important stuff. That's where it actually starts to affect the constituents immediately.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Before we move on, actually, you know what? Let's go and move on. We're kind of flying through it today because, like I said, there wasn't really much on the news docket, and I know your camera's not working, and I'm not sure how much longer it's gonna, your basement's gonna keep you alive.
Like in a 9-floor condo.
Yeah, I also got Roma Sports coming on at 10:30 as well. So,
but I was looking at earlier today. They figured out Jack the Ripper's identity.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. No, you go ahead and continue, and I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, no, that was it. Let me see. So Russell Edwards is a story.
Identified. Oh, here we go. All right, so Brian, I'm gonna shoot this over to you. Let's see. Just go into the private chat. Brian, boink. There you go. You can go ahead and pull that up real quick. This would be this is a nice little segue, to kind of get away from all of the political BS. Let's see what we got going on here. So it's in the StreamYard chat. I said it to you. But yeah, Jack the Ripper. How did they figure that out?
DNA testing, I guess, from what they're saying, which is just kind of weird, just the premise that they were able to retain any kind of DNA that was able to, stay around from that long ago.
I wonder if 23andMe had anything to do with that.
That actually is a pretty solid idea. Wasn't there some Shark Tank thing for cats? And then they ended up using the DNA from all the cat owners to help identify different proteins and stuff.
Oh wow!
To cure different diseases. Pretty interesting. But yeah, let's see what this says.
Here we go.
I can't hear it.
Yeah. Do we have any sound? All right. He probably just has to re-upload it and get that in. But yeah, was it 23andMe that had the issue with the database breach?
I don't know. It sounds familiar. Like I've never really had too much interest in that stuff, so it was something that like would have stuck around in my brain.
Yeah, right. Hardy says because it's fake. You guys are
His
funny.
identity has long remained a mystery
That is.
until now.
Yeah. DNA from a shawl recovered at the scene of one of his crimes has incredibly found a 100% match. Well, for more, we are joined by the historian who made the bombshell discovery, Russell Edwards in London. Russell, good evening to you. Tell us about the match. Who is this person behind the infamous name?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. So the name of the murderer, which has always been known, is Aaron Kosminski.
Oh.
He was a Polish immigrant Jew that came over to Whitechapel in 1881 with his brother. And he was 23 at the age of the murders.
Okay, let's talk
So
about
charming.
Sorry, the picture showing age 16. That's when he came over.
Okay, what else do we know about that fella?
Okay, so he was suffering with schizophrenia. That we know. We know when he was admitted into the asylum, Colney Hatch, that his occupation was hairdresser or barber surgeon. So in those days, you had anatomical knowledge, which when you know the case, you know that the murderer must have had anatomical knowledge to commit the crimes that he did. Now, in 1891, there was a document called the McNaught Memorandum. And in there, it actually says that Kosminski had strong homicidal tendencies, that he was a strong suspect, and he was prone to solitary vices and auditory hallucinations, which also
Crazy.
Oh man, so they kind of knew there was something up with him, but they couldn't pin it down. I mean, you didn't have forensics back then, but now we do.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's pretty wild.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I always thought there was just gonna be like one of those things where it's like no one's ever gonna find out like who did it.
Yeah. Well, next do Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, if we could find that.
If we can figure that one out, oh man, there'd be a lot of people in trouble. Because we all know it was the government. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was definitely, I don't know, the what do you call them? The mob, what they say. Who's that new guy that's come out? He's like 60 something years old, and he talks about old mob stories and stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I subscribe to him. He tells some great stories. You should check him out.
No, that guy's just Navy SEAL.
He was a Navy SEAL. Was he really?
No. The Shane guy?
Oh, gotcha.
For some reason, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, no. Yeah, look at that. We're getting way off topic here. All right, we got one last story before, our fun segment. All right, this is from USA Today. Pets. Company that brought back dire wolves plans modern day Noah's Ark. Oh boy, Jesus.
Oh wow. What an interesting thing, because we were just talking about this.
We were. Here we go. All right. So Colosso Biosciences, the biotech company that has brought us real life dire wolves and is working on bringing back the woolly mammoth, has a new project, a modern day Noah's Ark of genetic material. The Colosso Bio Vault, which will initially bank tissue samples from 100 of the most vulnerable species, will reside with the New World Preservation Lab to be established at a Dubai-based museum of the future, because definitely not going to trust China. The United Arab Emirates and the Dallas-based genetics company announced at the World Government Summit in Dubai on Tuesday, February 3rd. Quote, though this visionary partnership, Colosso has the opportunity to expand into critical region and advance our mission on a global scale. We are losing species at an alarming rate, and the world urgently needs a distributed network of global bio vaults, a true backup plan for life on Earth, said Colossal Biosciences co-founder and CEO Ben Lamb in a new release. Now, isn't there like, I don't know, 150 movies as to why that's a bad idea?
Yeah, but then there wouldn't be that many 150 movies if it wasn't a bad idea. Because then they're just like, oh, okay, well, nothing happened, nothing bad happened, no entertainment.
Brian said these assholes watched.
They're like, oh, hey, we make a big old lizard. All right, cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
Jurassic Park made it sound cool, right? You know,
Yeah.
eat your ostrich eggs, right?
See, I think that they should. It wouldn't surprise me if there isn't like some kind of like government cloning thing going on, where they already have done it with like dinosaurs or stuff like that, or woolly mammoths, things that are like viable at least.
Oh, this started back when they had the sheep cloning. Remember that?
Oh yeah, in the 90s.
Yeah, the
That was
90s.
like
When I was like in
England or something.
elementary school, and we were all like, "Whoa!" But little did we know.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. Stuff like that. Now I know that I got a runny nose. Freaking cold weather's killing me. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, these dire wolves are supposed to be like massive, and then as well with the woolly mammoths, like they've had it where like like fully like intact DNA. So it's like all they have to do is graph it, and then they'll save it.
So, how exactly does that work? Now, I am no scientist by any means, but what would they do? That would they abstract the DNA and stick it into maybe like an elephant egg, and then birth it?
Yeah. So what they'll do is they'll just piece the proteins together. So if like it's like almost like parting out a car, but it turns out that car turns into a giant mammoth. I think that's how someone explained it to me one time. Like obviously, like there's a lot more to it, and obviously I'm not gonna have like the best like way to explain it. But
it's like taking an RB26 and sticking it into a 240 SX.
yeah, bingo.
Oh, I remember somebody. There was a guy I went to high school with that actually did that. He actually had a 240 SX and he stuck in an RB26. Now he had to do something really weird with the wheel wells.
Yeah, because the RB26 it's all wheel drive, so
no,
you have to do stuff like that. But do you remember any of my 240s with the SR20s?
Mm-hmm.
Those were fun. I miss those little rockets. I'm sad.
Well, it's because that car is so light.
Oh yeah, like,
it's so light, and you throw that much horsepower into a car that small. Now the 240. When did they stop producing that? In like 96,
98. Well, the
98.
S13, yes, yeah. So they had the S13, then they had the S14, and that stopped in 98. And then they had the S15, which I think stopped selling in 2003, maybe. But we never got that.
S15 was so
2001.
I didn't like the S15s.
What? That's like the most attractive car ever.
I don't know. I there was something about I liked the 13s.
Oh yeah, me too. That's why I had like 15 of them.
True that. Exactly. All right, now we are way off topic. I think it's time, Brian, for caption. All right, folks, it's time for caption this. So in our Discord, we have an AI image dump, and people like to throw in a what the hell is this?
I like this. Lock up the bananas and rice.
This is great. Oh man, this is about to be a lot of fun. All right, so in our Discord, we have an AI image dump, and every day Brian goes in and he selects one of the crazy AI images that we have in there, and he brings it up for the show. Now, once he brings it up, it's up to you guys in the audience to come up with the best caption for this photo. Oh man, this is about to get ugly. I already know. This is going. Oh my god. All right. Who was that? Oh, was that Rebel?
Yeah.
Rebel did this one. Oh, I already knew it. Yeah, so and then whoever comes up with the best caption wins. We'll go ahead and vote for it right at the end. So let's do, since 9:41 now, so 9:45. All right, so give you guys some options. If you guys are watching us on X, what you do is you go to my profile and then you click my photo where there's the pink ring, and once you go in the bottom right hand corner, that's where you can submit some of your photos. I'm going to go in there right now and see if I can get some. Let's see. Here.
And then the rice and beans girl, she got arrested. Turns out she didn't even have any bruising on her face. It was all a lie.
No, there was nothing there on her forehead, which is and it's funny how fast she was out of the
spotlight.
Yeah, out of the spotlight, just like gone. But the other thing is that, like, they're not even complaining about it.
What can they do? It's like, oh, that was bad. Let's just ignore it.
This would have been like the biggest story in history. Oh my god, I got assaulted, and now I'm adding insult to injury.
Yeah. But it's just like all these people are just so dumb. Like, it's just like, listen to them talk. Like, I know I'm like stuttery tonight. I'm just under the weather, but like, it just they don't make sense when they talk. Like, everything's just like contradictive.
What do we got here? How to trap your vegan. Jesus. What else we got here? What do we got on Rumble? If you guys are on Rumble, just go right into the chats. It's like
it's like chicken and waffles.
It's like chicken and waffles, but no. Oh man.
That's one lazy rice pudding recipe.
Who said that?
Party.
Lazy pudding rice. Oh my god.
I like that one.
I like that one too. My grandmother used to make the greatest vanilla wafer pie.
Really? I've never had that. That sounds delicious.
Oh, it's so good. The only thing is she didn't make it with rice, but some people do.
Yeah.
And like, I've had them both. And the thing about the rice is that the rice has to be a perfect style, right? It can't be too soft because then it gets mushy and then it tastes horrible. But it can't be too hard because then it gets stuck in your teeth. So it has to be that perfect, like, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. And then you bake it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, man. Now I want some.
Oh, I know.
Going food shopping tomorrow. Can't wait.
Somali breakfast bowl. I don't know. I like the that's one lazy rice pudding recipe.
I was gonna say the Jesse Smollett final dinner.
Jesse Smollett
final dinner.
Juicy Smollett. Oh, Dave Chappelle. All right, guys, make sure you go to riseofmiddleamerica.com. Check out our myriad of shows. We're going to end here in just a second, but we also got Roma Sports coming up at 10:30. So make sure you guys join us for that. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm AK. You can find me at the real Roma _AK on X. You can find Tay at AP2Tay, also on X. And been a pleasure.
No, it was great. Chill night though. I like it.
Yeah. It was a slow news night.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff happened earlier this week, so it kind of took the steam off at the end. But I guess it's good to go out on a high note.
Yeah. It's not having like something always just like something wild happening all the time. It just becomes exhausting. So just to have like, just like realize like, not everything always has to be at such like a heightened level.
No,
So it's relaxing. And it's a good way to close out the week, like you were saying.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will be back on Monday. I think that'll be with Biddy. I know we were kind of off yesterday. The sickness is still kind of going around. But we should all be fully healthy and ready to go by next week. So we'll see you guys back on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, X, Rumble, YouTube. See you guys later. Roll that film.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.